Hi, it's Andrea Edwards, a Digital Conversationalist, and today I'm here with my friend, Andrew Psarianos, who's my go-to video guy. He's the CEO and founder of Picture Perfect Productions. Welcome, Andrew.
Andrea, thank you for having me.
All right, so the two of us have just been speaking to a client. They want to activate their employees to go out there and embrace the opportunity of video as social leaders. And I think, what really came up for me is the struggle to begin on video is no different to the struggle of beginning the journey of becoming a social leader, full stop. But video is really relevant today because, of course, LinkedIn Live is going to be coming onto the platform anytime soon. Good thing, bad thing, let's wait and see. But equally, there's a prediction that 80% of all content on the internet is going to be video by next year. Whether that's true or not is to be seen. Not everybody likes to watch video. But then you've got countries like India where the most popular social media channel in the country is YouTube above Facebook. So video's obviously got to be an important part of the strategy. But the struggle is always, with anything to do with social leadership, where do you start? So Andrew, what's your advice when people are sitting there saying, I know I need to get myself on video. What should I be doing next? What should I be focusing on?
There's a lot of questions there, Andrea. I think the key thing is to find a subject matter that's going to be interesting and relevant to your target audience.
Yeah.
And you stay on the message and stick to that. That really is the key to it, is to understand the target audience and give them the content that they're going to enjoy, they're going to watch, they're going to share and talk about.
Yeah. I mean, it's none of this stuff is ever difficult, but at the same time, it is really difficult because focus is the biggest challenge for most people when they're looking at embracing social leadership. And obviously with video, it makes no difference. I mean, I'm a rookie when it comes to video. I've dabbled in it. I haven't taken it seriously. It's not my platform of choice, but I know that it's an important avenue if I want to reach new audiences, right? So one of the things I started with was my Just Say Yes, 3 questions. Hi, who are you? What do you do? What do you need to say yes to? And so that was my sort of simple model to get started. Now I'm interviewing some of the executives I work with and I'm talking to them about, what they've learned from being a social leader and what their advice is to other social leaders. So I'm going in there with a really clear strategy, but it's about creating short videos and I'm learning every day. I'm sure you see that a lot because I know you do a lot of advice for executives for some of the big global companies in this area. So,
well, the hardest thing really is if you want it for social media, you want it short and you want to turn it around quickly. That means you've got to get your answers clear and concise and in a short space of time.
Yeah. Because
the longer it is, you're going to have to then consider about editing it.
Yeah.
And then that takes another skill, extra time, and more work, and it delays that time it's going to get out there and get circulated.
Yeah.
So really, it comes back to having a very clear plan, like you said, for what your videos you do. A couple of questions, very clear. Explain to the person that you're going to interview, this is going to be a 1-minute video. I'm going to ask you A, B, and C. Let's stick to that as best we can.
Yeah, and I think some of the things is you get a bit fuddled when you're sort of starting because you make a lot of mistakes. So I often forget to say, this is what I'm going to do, or this is the part of the camera that you actually look into so that you're looking into the camera because I'm still learning it myself. So I'm a bit fuddled. So, I think getting into the practice of what you need to discuss with the person that you're interviewing is an important part of the story, right?
100%. And you can have that little chat beforehand. So everyone's clear. It's not, you're not jumping on them like the news people do as a doorstop as you come out of your house, big crisis, whatever.
Yeah.
But the more planning you do and the more thought you put to it, then of course the end result's going to be better.
Yeah. I mean, you're used to walking up to people. You've been a broadcast video guy. You've done all sorts of stuff. You're pretty comfortable going up to anyone and saying, can I video you? I actually feel really self-conscious going up to people. And often people say, no, I don't want to do that. Everyone's a bit scared of getting a camera shoved in their face, even if it's a phone these days, right? How do you get comfortable? Any tips?
You hide behind the camera.
No,
Seriously, it's like anything. It's like you want to go up to a stranger at a party and a function.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself and have a chat. Of course, it takes a bit of courage to do it.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's a lot of situations where, you know, you can hide behind that device, and that is your safety barrier.
Right. Okay.
A lot of things I've done over the years, you know, all sorts of things, you know, war zone things and stuff in hospitals with, you know, babies being born, all this kind of stuff. I mean, some of it can be pretty full on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just find yourself hiding behind that viewfinder, behind that lens. And it's only on those kind of things when you actually sit down in your hotel room and look back at the content, and then you go, oh my God, you know, that was terrible. Oh my God, it was amazing, or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you can hide behind.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cameramen are actually terrified of being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And you'll find it with a lot of them that you point a camera at them. I mean, I'm the same. I've been involved in a couple of TV programs, and the first time it was just like, you know, horrific. And all the crew were my friends, and they're all like, what are you doing? You're hopeless in front of the camera.
Yeah. Right. No, that's really cool. I do have a tendency to hide behind the camera. That's very, I haven't thought about it that way. All right. Common rookie mistakes that you see when people are getting started on their video journey. What are people getting wrong?
I think some of them are they just start recording and hope it's going to happen by magic.
Yeah.
Without even really thinking about what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then you end up shooting for minutes and minutes. And then you think, oh my God, I can only upload a minute of content. What can you do? And I think it just comes back to being prepared and organized.
Yeah.
And saying, well, right, you've got a minute. These are the questions to come into that minute. And you stick to that.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, if you're going to edit the material and do a bit more with it, then have a longer conversation.
Yeah.
And bring in other elements and then edit it together. But that's the one where you're not doing a home video. You know, you're not doing something fun with the kids playing to send to your family and share. That way, this is something with a purpose and an objective to why you're doing the content.
Yeah.
I mean, then on the other side, there's technical things where, you know, the basic thing that you see a lot of people trying to film with a bright window behind them.
Yeah. And
then you become a silhouette. You know, the cameras on your phone are good, but it's all automatic. And you see that a lot with the lighting things. And also with the audio. People will stand 10 feet away from somebody filming them on an iPhone and wonder why the sound is terrible.
Yeah.
Where just get closer to somebody, like a meter away, and talk to them that way.
Yeah.
But again, that comes back to that confidence thing, because you're kind of getting very close to someone's personal space, and you're going to feel a bit uncomfortable, but maybe the other person will as well.
Yeah.
But if you've had a chat to them or you know them, then you can break that down.
Yeah.
But it's those basic. I mean, the audio one is an important one because
Yep.
we can put up with a bad picture, but the audio, when it's terrible, you just switch off.
So I'm just pulling out my little microphone that I plug in, which is a Shure, SHURE, and just plug straight into an iPhone. And I found that I can be in groups where there's a fair bit of noise going on as long as the microphone's pointed in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's, goes small enough to go in my handbag, so it's perfect. And I've got that in a tripod. And that's kind of my initial investment in the tools of the trade.
That's it. That's all you need for the basics to get it up. And, the audio one is the thing. A lot of times clients bring us things and the audio is terrible. And they'll say, oh, what can you do with it?
Yeah.
And it's, once you've done it badly, it's very, very hard to fix. I often say to people, it's like making a chocolate cake, and then when it's baked, you say, oh, can you take the sugar out of it? So once it's shot, you can't go backwards.
Yeah.
But if you want to spend a fortune fixing it, you can try.
Do you need a tripod, a monopod, selfie sticks? Do you need that today, or has the technology evolved so it's not as necessary?
I mean, the cameras today have built-in stabilizers. And
when we talk about cameras, of course, we're talking about phones, right?
Correct.
Most people are
the mobile thing, they all have built-in stabilizers, and they're very, very good for the short things. But naturally, if you're going to film someone giving a talk, and the talk's going to run for half an hour, use a tripod. Or even simply put blue tack on the back of your phone and
Yeah.
blue tack it to a wall or blue tack it to a railing.
Yeah.
Stealthy stick is also good. It really depends what you're going to start doing.
Yeah.
Because you can spend endless amounts of money on equipment.
Yeah.
Endless amounts.
Yeah. I mean, I bought myself one of those little tiny, like this big little light that I have in the background, because, you know, obviously lighting is important. I haven't got it right today. I know you were talking about, you know, what's behind you, having a bright window behind you is not good on a phone. Even if you've got a beautiful view in the background, it's still going to diminish the experience for the viewer, right?
Exactly. I mean, but if you've got that great view, you can position your subject facing out the window, and you can start your shot with that view and just pan your camera around to that person.
Yeah.
So you've seen the great view, the camera's going to expose for it, and then you see the person and they're going to be lit nicely with the light coming in the window.
Yeah. All right. So, you know, I think the key thing with getting started with video, and, you know, this is the lesson I'm in the process of learning, is you got to find your starting point. Like all things with social leadership. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, and for some people it's more uncomfortable. I don't enjoy it at all. I don't enjoy video, but it's an effective medium to get a message across. It's a lot easier for me than writing, although writing is my thing. But self-confidence always comes into it when it comes to social leadership. So sort of just stepping forward, embracing the fear, and doing it anyway, you know, I think is a big part of it. If you've got a message that's worth being shared, that the world needs to hear, yeah, you're not going to feel great about it doing it, but I can't take that away. Andrew can't take that away. But if it's something that you really want to do and you really believe in and you're passionate, just get out there and do it. And Andrew, you know, what's your final tips, like, for people just to get started?
Well, just do it.
Yeah.
Really, you know, you can practice at home, you can practice anywhere to understand what your phone camera can do.
Yeah.
And what's going to look best and what's going to sound best, really,
Yeah.
because if you just got to practice with it.
Yeah.
And then as you progress, then you'll start thinking, oh, I really want to edit things. And you've got great software to edit with on your mobile phones.
Yeah.
You know, you've got iMovie on the iPhone, which is very easy to work with, to be able to cut out snippets and put some music in. And I think watch a lot of other content of what people are doing.
Yeah.
You know, go on YouTube, go on this, look at some of what these influencers are doing and what other people are doing. And even go backwards and look at how they started to where they've progressed to.
Yeah.
You know, watch the TV news programs. I mean, all of it is storytelling. All of it's filmed in particular ways. And really it just comes down to the practice.
Yeah. And, you know, we're recording this over Zoom. I've got a microphone plugged into my computer. Normally if we were face-to-face, we just do it side by side. So, you know, finding the way that you want to do it and just get started. So if it's something you want to do, I just thought this would be of value. I'm at the beginning. I'm learning here too. It is awkward. But I think if you've got something that's worth hearing, it's worth saying. So
Absolutely.
Go out there and just say yes to getting on video, right?
Or just do it, as that shoe brand would say.
Yeah, well, I don't want to steal somebody else's branding. All right. So thank you. If you want to check out Andrew, his website is pictureperfectproductions.asia. Did I get it right?
You did. And also 360videoasia.asia for our 360 VR work.
Yeah, exactly. And just the 360 stuff's awesome. I love it. All right. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, everyone. Get going on your video. All right. Bye.
Yeah.